So we work with a rescue in Fairfax, Virginia called Homeward Trails. We got an email about this tiny little dog that had been dropped off to be euthanized by the breeder she was born to. They weren't totally sure what her needs were going to be or what was wrong with her, but that something was wrong. They really needed a foster to be willing to figure that out with them. I signed up to bring her home. She was half a pound and 5 weeks old. We brought her home then and have had her ever since. So she was born with deformed front legs. Both of them are bent a little bit, and so one of them doesn't really have any of the bone structure or musculature, so she can't use it at all. The other one has some bones and a little bit of muscle, so she's able to use one of them, but she can't unbend it. So both of her front legs are deformed. The second she got to the rescue, I was there to pick her up. So we brought her home right away and started taking her to see some different vets to figure out what her care needs might be. So they did consider surgery at one point, but kind of articulated that it wouldn't necessarily improve her quality of life and there wasn't any guarantee and it was pretty risky. So especially since she's not in any pain, they decided that that wouldn't be the best course of action. So we spent some time last summer consulting with different people and then getting her fitted to get a set of wheels. So she uses those mostly just when we're outside. She is on a grow-as-you-go plan, so she gets a new set of wheels every time she grows out of the one she currently has until she's full-grown. We've been able to kind of help her learn to walk. She figured that out mostly on her own when she was little, but then she uses the wheels when we're outside, when we're on pavement and hard surfaces, and when we have long distances to go. We took her in to foster her at first. The rescue didn't want to put her up for adoption until they had clarity about what her long-term care needs would be so that whoever chose to adopt her would have that insight themselves. We brought her home last June. She wasn't put up for adoption until November, and we decided that we would adopt her at that point. She was very much a spunky little puppy. We laugh about how when we went to pick her up, she was on a transport with a bunch of other dogs, and the driver of the transport pointed to her crate and said, "Whatever's in there is really spicy." She's always had a very big personality. She's always been very curious, very opinionated, very snuggly and loyal, but super sassy. I mean, just from the beginning, which surprised me. You know, when you read a story about a dog that's been dropped off to be euthanized, you kind of assume what a sad creature. And she was not that at all. She, from the start, had a very big personality and a lot of spunk and joy and resilience. She has a lot to say. She likes to be in everything. She gets very stressed about being left out of truly anything. She loves people. She gets very excited about meeting new people, which is great because people get very excited about meeting her when we're out in public. She's in her wheels. She really gets serious about chasing the cats in our neighborhood, and she insists on playing fetch multiple times a day with her tennis ball. Yeah, but she's really loving. She likes to be really close to people. She likes to be super snuggly, and she's really playful, which is fun. We have a 70-pound black lab, and she's constantly jumping on top of her and trying to get her to play with her as well. We always say that she thinks dogs with 4 legs are weird. By that we mean she's very much herself. She's a full big personality. She's very much a dog and she just is very full of joy. She loves her life. She loves getting into all kinds of things, and we don't even realize half the time that she has deformed front legs, except for when we have to put her wheels on. It's been an honor to us to get to be the people that have watched her figure things out and learn and grow along the way.